world you can do without them. Can you feel the light that burns within? Ignite the flame you feel inside when they say no. Show the world you can do without them. We got that fire. 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 We got that Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me for this live with Boston. I'm so excited to be doing another live with Boston City Campus. It's really excited to be connecting with you guys again, kind of like 6 weeks later, I think it is. So thanks so much for joining us. Thanks so much for listening to my music and tuning in. It's really awesome to be here again. So I have got a few questions that I'm going to be answering that you guys have sent through, that the Boston team have sent through. So let's get to it. Holly Ray, you started this lockdown journey with us with a chill session of your great music and some questions. It's hard to believe that 8 weeks later, 8 weeks, we haven't moved much, yet you have. Tell us about how you've kept yourself busy. I've been doing so much to keep myself busy during the lockdown. I've been baking, I've been making music, I've been doing live stream performances like this one, and just trying to stay busy, stay kind of doing something every day, wake up and have a purpose each day, because if I don't, I'm going to just get so bored and sink into like a depression or whatever. Like I can't not do something. So I'm trying to wake up every day and do something. But yeah, a lot of music making, a lot of baking. I'm gonna come out of lockdown a couple kgs heavier, to be honest. So the next question is, how important are goals for you, and how do you determine your goals, and how do you stay motivated to achieve them? Oh, that's such a tough one, because the thing is about goals is sometimes you can't find the motivation to achieve them, or you experience some sort of setback and then you feel like, oh my god, am I ever going to be able to achieve this? But setting goals is really important, because you wake up and you have a purpose. You set a goal and it's easy to say, okay, boom, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve this within this week or within this month or whatever it is. It helps you really achieve those, and you just wake up like, oh, okay, what am I going to do? Let me just see what the wind kind of says. It's a lot harder. But also, I just think in trying to achieve goals, set realistic goals, you know, and don't beat yourself up too much for not achieving them. You know, the world is tough. This music industry is really tough as well. There are a lot of setbacks. There's a lot of lessons you need to learn along the way as well. And sometimes you might not achieve that goal, but you learned a lesson that's really valuable. And maybe that was the goal that you were supposed to achieve, or the lesson you were supposed to learn. Life has a really weird way of teaching us things, I think. And then just go back, reshift, take what you learned and shift your goals a bit. I think that's really important, is when trying to achieve goals, remember that it's not something that's linear, it's fluid, it's always changing. Reassess your goals, redetermine what you want, and go back to the drawing board.
I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me and myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just across the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. Said remember we were driving in your car. Speeds too fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before, and your arm felt nice right round my shoulder. I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone, 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 be someone. I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone. Said remember we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights stayed out before, and your arm felt nice right round my shoulder. I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone, 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 be someone. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way.
That track was a cover of a Tracy Chapman's Fast Car that we did. I did it with my producer Murphy, and it was just such an awesome experience. Tracy Chapman is one of my favorite artists of all time, one of my favorite songwriters probably of all time, and that's my favorite Tracy Chapman song. We really wanted to take this classic jam and make it modern, put a fresh spin on it, and make it. That song has such a beautiful message, and sometimes we forget to listen to old songs, so just make it more relevant now. And make sure that more young people hear that song in a genre that we're also familiar with, and piano. And I was really excited to just like play around with it and get creative with it. And I think in lockdown, being able to do that so much. So another question that I have here is, we have other budding music producers out there, students and graduates of Soul Candy. What tips do you have for them to be active in the industry while in lockdown? Just get on social media, like just try and connect with as many people as you can, you know, and try create, experiment a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And what I always say to young producers and people who are starting out is, the first song you make probably won't be a hit. It probably won't get onto radio, it probably won't do so well, but you'll submit it to radio, and when they reject it, say, okay, can I have some feedback? Like, what do you think? Or people say, it's not a great song. Okay, why? How can I improve? Take your L's and turn them into lessons, and try and use every negative experience to gain more information about how you can be better as an artist. My songs were rejected for nearly 10 years before Deeper was a success, because each time I tried to listen and change up what I was doing until I found the space I wanted to occupy. And lockdown is a perfect opportunity to do that, to experiment, to push yourself, to research music, to listen to lots of music. Take that opportunity to grow yourself as an artist. Wanna Be. It's available on all digital platforms, and it was produced by my producer Murphy Cubic. And we had so much fun producing that song. And really, I wanted to write a song that talks about love from a different perspective, not just wanting love and what you can get out of a relationship, but also what you can give into a relationship, and wanting to be someone that people can lean on, really. So that's kind of what that track is about, and like I said, it is available on all digital platforms to download, and so is Fast Car actually as well, if you want to download or listen to that one. So another question from the Boston team is, our Boston training advisors have tried to keep in contact with their students to make sure they maintain their academics, complete their assignments on time, and just to check up and check in with them. How would you as a student stay motivated when your study life has been turned upside down? That's really difficult. Being a student trying to study in this time, it's not easy, especially when you're not having that direct connection with people. But just try and remember what your end goal is. Your goal is to attain a degree. It's to attain something, and try to keep that in your mind and keep that as your motivation to try and achieve what you want to achieve, which is your degree or your certificate or whatever it is that you're studying towards. You know, even studying on a normal time can be hard, but it's always important to remember why you're doing it. Who are you doing it for? You need to do it for yourself, but also you might have family members that you're trying to do it for, you know, so that you can create a better life for them. You might be doing it, you know, so that you can become a musician and produce for other people and better other people. It might be to further your career. Just try to remember the reasons why you're studying, and find, it's really important to love what you're studying. I think that makes it a lot easier. So find the joy in it as well. That can be really, really important. So on to the next track that we're going to do. This is a track that everyone knows. Well, I think everyone knows. It's recently gone gold. It's called You. One of my favorite tracks that I've ever released. So here it is. So the last question that I have from the Boston team is, what role do you believe music can play in this pandemic? This is so interesting because I recently did an interview with You Magazine, and they asked me a similar question. I said to them, you know, I don't know if music can change the world, but I know that it'll help us get through this. I know whenever I'm sad, whenever I'm going through something, I find a song that speaks to me and that lifts my mood, or the song that plays into how I'm feeling. And that's the power of music, is it makes us feel good when we don't feel good. It can lift our spirits in a way that not much else can. And I think that's the role of music, and that's the role we as musicians have to play, or artists or producers, whatever you are in the entertainment industry. The role we have to play in this pandemic is it's our responsibility to help lift people's spirits, because it is such a dark time. We're all going through so much, and it's important that we remember that the reason we make music is to make people feel good. It's to communicate in some way to people. So I just want to encourage you guys to go out there and spread some love as musicians and artists. That's our responsibility during this pandemic, and that's the responsibility of music, I think. Just stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Protect yourselves, protect your families. Don't forget to wear your mask, sanitize, and remember that we're staying home not just to protect ourselves, but to protect the most vulnerable members of our community and our society, people who have pre-existing medical conditions, who are really susceptible to serious health implications if they get the disease. Let's be responsible as artists, and let's be the people who communicate this message the most. Like I said earlier, that's our responsibility, is to lift people's spirits, to take a really, really enlightened position, and try to make people feel good, man. That's our job, man. Let's do it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you guys. I've loved doing these Boston sessions. So study, stay home. I know it's hard to stay motivated, but just know that we're doing it to keep safe. I love all you guys so much. This is Deepa.
Deeper I keep it in, the more it grows inside. Chasing your love again, searching for the high. I'm falling deeper, 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 deep into your love. I'm falling harder, 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 harder than before. Hey, 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 would you give me your love? Hey, 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 hey. Are you guys ready to start the party? Deeper I keep it in, the more it grows inside. Chasing your love again, searching for the high. I'm falling deeper, 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 deeper to your love. I'm falling harder, harder. harder, 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 harder than before. Cause you on my mind. I'm feeling really weak. Would you hold me now? I'm falling deeper, 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 deeper to your love. I'm falling harder, 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 harder than before. I'm falling deeper, 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 deeper to your love. I'm falling harder, 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 harder than before. Hey, 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 give me your love. Hey, 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 hey. I think it's time to let you go. Before the feelings show. I think it's time to let you go.